Just really quickly, I am also a member of Code for Anchorage, and Hans and Carter are the co-captains. And they meet every 2 weeks in this fantastic facility, usually in the room behind here. So if in the summer it's a rainy day or something, or you've injured yourself in an outdoor activity, come here 5:30 to 7 on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday will be a meeting, and then every 2 weeks from that. And you can just, if you have your own project, you can just come and hack, or there's other projects, you can just talk with people, you can eat pizza, and sometimes we don't get a lot done, but it's fun, and it's for building community. And thanks everyone for organizing this. So one of the projects we did at Code Across was Anchorage Answers, which is basically you have citizens come up with questions that you might have as a citizen, like how do I lost my dog, how do I find my dog? And then you come up with answers, you write answers in simple, straightforward manners, because there's tons of resources on the Muni site, but you have to know where to look to find your answer. So Anchorage is the third city to do this. Honolulu is the first. My favorite question they have is, what do I do about wild roosters? Which, if you've been to Hawaii, is actually a serious problem because they're all over the place. And then it just has a simple answer to call this number, or it might have a link to a government website. But it just helps you find the answers. The other one is Oakland Answers, and I have how do I apply for a fictitious business name, which I didn't know was a problem there, but apparently, unless your business name is your name, it's considered a fictitious business name, and you have to do something. But these are just quick answers. So this is something that anyone can do. They don't have to have programming experience. What I'm looking for this project is someone to I won't be here the whole time on the hackathon, so I'm looking for someone to administer and just set up new users. And if people are interested, they can be set up with an account and come and write answers and questions. And just if you have a particular niche that you're good on, there were a lot of questions about backyard chickens that we did at the last one, and I think my cousin might be in violation.
Yeah. What I would say about the Anchorage Answers is I think we're the only city that actually has a guide online at this point.
Has a what?
A guide online.
Oh yeah. So we have a guide on how to do it, and Hans wrote some answers. So please feel free. That would be great. Encourage other people, if they don't feel as strong technically in coding background, they could come and do that if people are interested. This is the Code for Anchorage site. Boom, done with that. This is a really simple project. Anchorage is this hackathon is part of National Day of Civic Hacking, which is occurring May 31st and June 1st and 2nd. But Miami went last weekend, and we're going second on May 17th. Here we are with our exciting little pointer there. This is a really simple project. It's basically you access city websites. There's 10 questions. This could be just a one-person project. Can I find Muni jobs online? Can I find this? And you try to do it from your phone, and you just take a screenshot of your phone and send it in, and there's just 10 questions. It's very simple. And then the other one was something that Alicia just mentioned, which was under 20, like a way to send an alert if the temperature is going to be under 20, if you should plug in your car. If this, then that is an application you can download for Android or your iPhone, and there's simple channels, and you could just say, I'm not sure exactly what the channel would be. I mean, an example is if any new photo by a certain person is on Instagram, then put it in my Dropbox. So basically you have these channels, and it's very simple programming. They're called recipes. Well, it might be interesting for people to create really simple recipes of things that are Anchorage specific, or not necessarily Anchorage specific, but it might, for Alicia's thing, it would be, if the temperature is going to be under 20 at night, then send me an alert to plug in my car before a certain time. Like, not when it gets below 20, but maybe at like 6 p.m. Yeah. And then the last one, my friends know I do hackathon things, so they sent me this. I don't actually know how to do this. They want to go to decks when it's really sunny in Anchorage, and they want to know which restaurants have decks, and they want to know if there's seats available in the decks. So I don't know exactly how you would do that.
There's a
No.
There's
Salmon after this, and it has the best one deck in town if you don't know it.
nice, yes.
And then this is one.
There's actually I can't remember what it is, but like it's on Yelp. It's like a plugin on Yelp, and it's like if seats are available.
Oh, real time. Okay, that might be useful.
Yeah.
This is something I'm interested in, and Lance says the Muni's working on it. It's Pulse Point. It's basically if someone has a heart attack and they call in 911, they say, oh, someone's having a heart attack in Home Depot. It sends out the normal requests to the firefighters and all the EMT people in the area, but then at the same time, it sends out to people who have opted into this app who said they are CPR certified, and it has crowdsourced locations of where I always end up saying like IEDs, which are actually bombs, but they're the AEDs, defibrillators, where they're located in various stores and restaurants, and then you actually take photos so people can easily find them. And if you're CPR certified and you happen to be within a mile radius, it'll say, this person's having a heart attack, can you go help them? And you've opted in, so then you can go over to the Home Depot if you happen to be in the Home Depot and provide CPR and maybe increase the chances of someone surviving until the medical people arrive. And also, there's parts where you can just go grab the AED and bring that to the people, or steal it so they can't find it, or hopefully that doesn't happen. And
I don't think you have to be
there
CPR
is some information on where these are located in various buildings. The next step, and I don't know exactly how this would be a project, the next step would be having people take photos or crowdsourcing the information of where it is, and then also bringing the service to Anchorage. And Lance probably doesn't want me to mention it, so go ahead.
AFD is looking to implement something like this, but the thing I was going to say in general is that if I hear any project that has like a Muni data set that we can use, that I can help try to figure out how to bring it to the project, I'm definitely listening for that. But I think here we actually have somewhere the monster Excel spreadsheet of the addresses of all of these registered devices, so we could probably get that.
I looked for it online one time and couldn't get it, but if you have access, that would be great. And there might be a project, if anyone's interested, this is the last thing, just data.gov has a ton of federal data sets. If you're interested in looking around, if you have some pet interest, they might have information on there. And I'll be around. If any of this stuff interests you, just talk to me. I will be here half the time during the hackathon, so if you're also interested in leading something, especially like helping out with Anchorage Answers or something like that, and I definitely went over 3 minutes, and I apologize. And thanks everyone for organizing this.
7.5 minutes for 7 projects.
Hey, that's impressive.
You can even take some questions.
Yeah, if there's any questions.
Actually, just a statement. Hans, you are administrator for Anchorage Answers. I think I was nominated into administration when I was
Cool.
at the National Day of Civic Hacking. So we have multiple people that can help sign you up and get you started. The text format's really simple. I added a question, and it took like 2 minutes.
And Lance is with the Muni and also is able to approve the questions, or has a wealth of knowledge being an Anchorage citizen and working for the Muni on who might be able to answer the question.
Actually, the one thing I would add is that what we've done is kind of answer writing sessions before. And I would say anybody who has any kind of just question about Anchorage that they want to ask, send it ahead of time, and some of us will be spending some time during the weekend just cranking out answers and posting them. So.
And it'd also be great if you want to bring a friend who might not be as interested in coding. They could write answers. And if we could get that information beforehand, Shane or Hans could set up accounts and they could just be good to go. We could just pop in whenever, write an answer, eat some pizza, build the community. Thank you.